The longest government shutdown in U.S. history has come to an end after President Trump signed a bill last night to fund the government through January 30th. The 43-day shutdown has impacted 670,000 furloughed federal employees who went more than a month without receiving a paycheck. ABC 12's Tanaya Jordan caught up with a Mid-Michigan federal staffer about finally returning to work.
After weeks of gridlock in Washington, the government is back open for business. I spoke to a local federal employee who told me she's ready to get back to work and back to the money.
Personally, I have been struggling with, bills. And I mean, just because the government shut down doesn't mean, rent's not due or, my electricity's not due or, you know what I mean? So that's been really difficult.
Marcia Daglian has been out of work since the shutdown started on October 1st. She chose not to name her employer. After weeks of uncertainty, Daglian says she will be returning to work, serving those in need.
I'm scared because I might be a little overwhelmed after being off work so long, but I am ready to get back to work and just getting back into my normal routine.
President Donald Trump signed a bipartisan funding bill late Wednesday night that would fund the federal government only through January 30th, providing short-term funding for federal agencies and essential services like WIC and SNAP. But Daglian tells me she's still not sure when her paycheck will be released or when she actually goes back to work.
There's processes and procedures to get us back to work. It's not just like, oh, they made a decision and then, you come back to work. There's a process that we have to go about it. We have to wait for a memo to come out. Probably by the end of the day, I would assume it's going to come out.
Retired political science professor Paul Rosicki tells me some federal workers may not return to work until they know jobs are secure.
Now they've been restored for full pay, but there was the threat that a lot of them weren't going to get paid at all, or they were going to be dismissed, and that could still happen again. So if you were a federal worker with marketable skills, you may take a look and say, well, let's see what the private job market is looking like, and you may see folks leaving the federal workforce entirely.
I hope that it doesn't shut back down. Right after the holidays is going to be real hard.
While the shutdown is over, lawmakers still have to approve a long-term budget before the next deadline. But for now, there is some relief for families who rely on federal paychecks or federally funded programs. In Flint, Tanaya Jordan, ABC 12 News.